Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Hannah and this is going to be day 3 of Bookmas. Today I really want to talk about some really last minute gift guides for your bookish friends or gifts for yourself. A lot of this is coming from Etsy. Actually, most of it is because we love to shop small and support small businesses. And Etsy honestly just has a crap ton of great gifts. I'm using my phone to pull up my list, but I kind of had a rough list to kind of go off of, and I don't think the list will take up most of the video. I might chat with you a little bit more about just life and the books that I'm reading right now, because I started a new one today from the TBR video that we talked about. A pre-context to this, I will have all the links down in the description, but I will also have pictures around me kind of showing what I'm talking about to kind of give you a better idea of what I'm looking at and what I'm kind of trying to explain. But yes, those will be linked in the description, and hopefully this will kind of give you an idea of those last minute gifts that you forgot to do, or if you got drawn for a Secret Santa and you have to give somebody a gift, this would be perfect. So there's this first item that I have, and it's basically like a physical books that you've read throughout the year counter. If you aren't using Goodreads or Fable for your digital reviews and tracking, this would be a perfect one, especially if you want to spice up your bookshelf and add this to your bookshelf. You absolutely could. This is a great item to kind of gift somebody, because not only can you customize it with your name, you can change the color of it. Personally, I like tracking mine on my Goodreads and in my Fable, and doing all the fun tracking and stats and everything, especially at this end of the year when you do your wraps. The next one that I have on my list is actually one that I've looked at many times. Now I could be saying it wrong because everybody has a way to say it, but the cereal, almost like cereal, but surreal, whatever, from ACOTAR, those little 3D printed things that can sit on top of your books. I think those are so cute, especially those dragons and stuff. But the cereal bookshelf decor, another thing to spice up your bookshelf, and I think it's so cute. It's kind of self-explanatory. Another one that I have, which I actually saw on the main feed of Etsy, where it shows all the things that you would probably be interested in, is this book wax melt burner. Have you ever seen those? It has a tea light that you put at the bottom, and you put all your scented wax on top. It's actually, at first, when I first saw it, I was confused as to what I was looking at until they finally showed that person taking off the lid and turning it around to just show the candle, the tea light going underneath and melting the wax, all that kind of stuff. But that's such a good gift idea. For me, I'm very immersive when I read. I like putting on the aesthetic videos. I like putting on the music that goes with it if they have a playlist. If it has a smell too, there's a lot of candles out there, especially on Etsy, which I'll get to, that has scented ones to the world that you're reading in. For example, ACOTAR has so many, Fourth Wing has so many, and so many more series and books that have scented candles for it. Just imagine having the wax melts with those scents and putting it in your book wax melt burner. I mean, come on. Another one is your wooden book stand pre-assembled. Now this is probably the most expensive one, but it's half off right now. Now this is going to be perfect for your nightstands or your coffee tables or anything, whenever you have to go put your book down, or it even has a spot for your phone inside. You also have a spot for your coffee mug, and so you can make use of so many things with it. But this would be perfect for any readers, even those that are reading magazines. You want to set your Kindle on the side of it and have it at an angle and just sit. Go for it. You can find any it's a multi-purpose thing. Now these are more generic gifts that you can find, and I'll kind of give some examples like I mentioned before. One, you have bookmarks. I have 2 bookmarks here, and let me find the other one. I have 2 bookmarks here that I actually got off Etsy. So the first one is actually, if it'll be in focus for the camera, is I have my birth flower. It's aster for the month of September, and this has lasted me so long, and it's actually just laminated pressed flowers, and you could choose between a gold or a silver tassel. I'm a gold girly, so I obviously chose gold, but this is my personal favorite bookmark for any personable, not personable, actually physical copy of a book. And my friends actually gifted me this last December, It was a stained glass version of Fourth Wing and the dragons. Like you have Tarn or Tarn, however you want to pronounce it. You got Scale, and then you also have Andarna. This is just a beautiful stained glass piece, and I'll even include some pictures that I took of it whenever I was flying one year. And this, I had the light shining through. It was honestly like it was perfect. But like I was saying, there are so many bookmarks that you can choose from really funny, like just witty lines. You can do some basic, just solid color or solid material bookmarks. There's even those corner bookmarks that you can choose from. There was like I showed you, like the birth flower, or like your birth stone, like your color. There's so many you can choose from. Personalize everything for this and for your friends. So I truthfully think that the bookmarks, you can't go wrong with the bookmark. I think there was actually some that I got from my book club members that had a birthday. They had the tropes, like small town, fake dating, and that was a hit. I loved just getting those gifts for them. It was a cute little gift just to give for them for being in the club, and it's just like, who doesn't love a good bookmark? Your next one is going to be candles. I was kind of mentioning this briefly, but like certain candles on Etsy, you can customize a lot of stuff on Etsy. Like there was a candle, which I don't have it with me right here, but on the sticker on front, I made one for my book club, and I had them put our book club name on it, and I had that scent burning during our meetings. And it's just a nice way to just, smells attached to memories. Like whenever you're reading a book, for example, like I'm going to say it again, Fourth Wing, and you have a book, you have a candle that smells like Xaden. Every time you smell that, you're going to smell like Xaden all over again. Like for example, many years when Draco Talk was popular, I got I think it was mahogany apple. My friends got me that, and from now on, every time I see or hear mahogany apple, I will think of Draco, and that's how he smells. Next, you're gonna have Kindle cases. Kindle cases are obviously the best gift you can get, and sometimes it can be a little pricey. Again, it'll last you a while though, and you have so many to choose from. Like you have so many designs that are more to your liking or to your friends' liking. There's even some personalized ones, like mine, for example. I don't have it with me right now. I left it at my parents', but it's a green leather with gold foiling that has my initials on the front, and it's perfect. It's something super simple, and I couldn't ask for any other better case. Some cases have like a clear backing, which would be perfect for your bookish stickers, which is a great way to lead into that because bookish stickers are all over Etsy. Etsy has so many stickers that you could choose from all kinds of genre of books, just generic book stickers. Like if you think of what you want, more than likely they're gonna have stickers for it. And sometimes I will say Redbubble is another good sticker spot to buy stickers from. My only con is that you have that really thick white border around it. But other than that, they also have really good stickers to choose from. Lastly on my list that I have is sweatshirts / t-shirts, but we all love a good oversized sweatshirt. So I got a few gifts from my friends. It was a t-shirt that was saying something along the lines of, I'd rather be reading but I'm stuck working or something, and I loved it. I wear it every night to bed, not literally, but it's a good pajama shirt. I think I got like 2 sizes bigger than me, and it's so comfortable, and it's lasted almost a year and a half now, and it's still lasting. And they have a lot of cute designs that are also designed by certain small artists, and you just can't go wrong with choosing a nice sweatshirt. And I've even given some that weren't even bookish related, and they had exactly what I was looking for. You honestly just can't go wrong with a good sweatshirt, even if it was just something super simple. It doesn't have to be about their certain genre, because even if you don't know, you may not even know who their favorite bookish boyfriend is. Like just a simple book sweatshirt. So there's so many good gifts that you can get for Christmas for your friends, for yourself, even for your Secret Santa. I got picked to do Secret Santa with my book club in December, or well, this month. And we will be drawing names soon, so I will be using Etsy myself to pick some good books and bookish items and all this other stuff. So I'm super excited, and I hope this helps you kind of get a good idea of what you could also get, like your friends or maybe your Secret Santa. So that's going to be it for the list portion. Obviously, it was just a short list that I came up with that could be a good quick list that you could use for last minute shopping for Christmas time, especially for your parties or your friends miss, whatever y'all have going on. But I did want to actually talk to you guys about one Spotify Wrapped that came out recently, actually today. And also, I really want to talk about the 2 books that I've been reading right now. So first, I really want to talk about Spotify Wrapped. So I'm going to pull it up on my phone so that way I can see it, but I'll also give you guys like my Spotify Wrapped somewhere on the screen. Spotify jumped up in the game this year. Like, I remember last year everybody was hating on the design, but this design this year was like actually really cool. So I listened to 33,249 minutes. That's only 23 days, and I'm honestly kind of surprised, but there was a lot of time that I just wasn't in the mood for music. I just wanted to like either just be in silence or I was listening or reading a book. So, and then the genres, I listened to 294 genres. And my top genre was soft pop, honky tonk, which, God forbid a girl likes to listen to little country music, okay? But why are they naming it honky tonk? That country music is not honky tonk music. It's just country music. Whatever. The third one was alternative R&B, rock, and hip hop, which honestly, we love a good diverse music taste. And I can't believe I'm only 25. So it wasn't too far off, but I had a moment of listening to all my like old Kesha music and everything. So why are they saying I'm 22? That's kind of crazy, but I have seen worse ages, so I am not upset about it. I also listened to 2,818 songs this year, and obviously I guessed this one right already, but it was Good Luck Babe by Chappell Roan. And I mean, obviously Chappell Roan, we love her. I had a phase of listening to her so much during like early this year. And these are my top 5 songs. It was Good Luck Babe by Chappell Roan, Keep Driving by Harry Styles, My Kink is Karma by Chappell Roan, Hot to Go by Chappell Roan, and Northern Attitude by Noah Kahan. Actually kind of surprised me. I listened to him a lot during the second half of the year, so I'm surprised to see him up there, I won't lie. I listened to 19 albums this year, and obviously Folklore is up there. I listened to 422 minutes. I will say Folklore is probably my favorite album that she's written. It was Folklore, Aurora by Daisy Jones and the Six. I mean, obviously. I mean, I missed them after I read the book, then I listened to it. No, I read the book and then I watched the series, and then I was constantly listening to the album after that. It was just, I was reminiscing on the good times. And then Guts by Olivia Rodrigo, Reputation by Taylor Swift. That's actually kind of surprising. And then The Life of a Showgirl by Taylor Swift, especially towards the end of the year when that came out, obviously. That had me hooked. And then finally, I'm so glad they put audiobooks on here. I listened to 17 audiobooks, and honestly, that doesn't surprise me. That I've listened to a lot of audiobooks on Spotify because it goes with my premium that I purchase every year. And my top genre is romance, as usual. And I listened to 1,432 artists this year. See, look how cool these graphics are. It's actually quite insane. A 5-day streak in May with Taylor Swift. 136 streams in October. Obviously, Taylor Swift is going to be my top artist. I spent most of my time listening to her, and I'm the top #1 fan. My top artist was Taylor Swift, Chappell Roan, Hozier, Gracie Abrams, and Olivia Rodrigo, which, yeah, makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. And obviously Taylor Swift is going to give me a little voice memo, which, as you've seen, they have that mostly almost every year. You have like your top artists that will give you a little, you know, video as a thank you. I'll quit. And this was a really cool part. It was like, which club do you belong to? And I apparently belong to the Soft Hearts Club. Your club believes that vulnerability is the key. Okay, well, that was really fast. But you read it. You can pause it and read it again. But my role is the recruiter. You share music far and wide, bringing in frequent new club members. Period. And apparently there's 34% of the global listeners are in your club. And so we listen to Lizzie, Billy, Clergy, Olivia, Flurry, and Gracie, which makes sense. There's two of them, Clergy and Flurry, I have not heard of before. When Spotify Wrapped released this morning, I was just constantly looking at all that, and none of it surprised me one bit. Obviously, Taylor Swift, I think, is almost my second year or third year in a row with her being top #1 somewhere, whether that's album, song, or artist. But yeah, so the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was the books. So I'm about 28% through of Snowed In by Catherine Walsh, and they're just not getting home for Christmas at each other's like families' Christmas, because they're from the same town, and it's a really small town, so it's getting really juicy. But that's not the main book that I wanted to talk about. I really wanted to talk about Dead of Winter. I wanted to listen to that on audiobook, especially because I don't have it on in physical. I have it on Kindle, but I was like, I really want to listen to something right now at work. So I put that on, and I got about 15 or a little bit more, over 15%. And it's taking me a little while, I won't lie, it's taking me a little while to figure out what's going on, like what's the story, what's the world building here, because it kind of had some flashback chapters, and especially with listening to it, it takes you a little bit to understand what's going on, you know, without actually seeing it and like reading it. But they just found somebody's head on a spike, and I won't say who, but I was like, literally, I put in my Fable, like right here, I put on my Fable, I wish you guys could see my face right now. I literally was editing at work, and I was like, I was gagged. So it's going actually really well. I think at home, when I'm actually with my Kindle, I'm reading the Snowed In one, but when I'm at work and I'm wanting to listen to something, I'm going to be listening to Dead of Winter. I'm really wanting to get all of the books that I read or listed on my TBR, so I'm really hoping for the best, like fingers crossed. So I guess we will see what happens, but first we have some visitors, and I want to show you some visitors. We got Frankie. Frankie's here. Yes, he is. Oh, that's a big yawn. I got them sweaters today, and it only fit Ollie. So here's Frankie, and here's my big boy. We got Ollie. Oh, quit it. We got Ollie. He's my 3-year-old, and we're just all sleeping, hanging out, being lazy. But I will say I'm gonna end this video here. I have a whole thing planned for the rest of these however many days there are left. That's gonna be that, and I will be seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye.